I am always looking for ways to get more vegetables in my diet. And one of my favorite ways is to play around with vegetables in smoothie bowls. My family loves smoothie bowls. We love the consistency of it. It's almost like a treat. So I love to try different ways to add vegetables to smoothie bowls. Now, I'm not sneaking these vegetables. My family and I know exactly what's in them, but I love finding ways for new ways to create the vegetables in a smoothie bowl. If you don't know me, my name is Kristen Hillman. I'm a certified Faster Way to Fat Loss coach. I'm just gonna walk you through one of my favorite new combinations. So first, what I do is I just start with almond milk within my container for my Vitamix. This is one of my basic additions is frozen rice cauliflower. I've been adding this for quite a while. It creates a creaminess that a lot of times bananas add, but you're not having all the natural sugars that come with bananas, and it is a vegetable option, as well as it's filling without a lot of different nutrients. But here's my new addition. So I add some frozen rice cauliflower. I also now add frozen zucchini. And I know it sounds crazy, but I promise you, you cannot taste it. Now, if little speckles of green might bother you, you might consider peeling your zucchini before you cut it up and freeze it. I literally take the zucchini in the paper tray that comes in the store, I clean them off, I cut it up, and I stick the tray right in the freezer, and here it is. So typically I start with about a cup of almond milk, then I add riced cauliflower that is frozen, and I add the frozen zucchini. At that point then is when I kind of start making my smoothie bowl with the flavors and the textures that I want. I always add a protein powder to it that is usually a chocolate flavored because that's my favorite, but there's also great vanilla flavored ones as well. And then I make adjustments based on what day in the Faster Way food cycle it is. Because in Faster Way we carb cycle, we have days where we eat low carb and we have days where we have a higher volume of whole food carbs. I adjust this base smoothie bowl based on what Faster Way food cycle day it is. So I'm going to start whipping this up and show you how we finish it off. Okay, so we have the base done. I started with about a cup of almond milk. That was probably a little bit more than I usually do. Then I did a half a cup of the riced cauliflower. Let that mix up really good. Then added a cup of the frozen zucchini. Then once that was completely mixed up, I added the second half, the other half cup of rice cauliflower. You have to do it in stages, otherwise these frozen vegetables will just kind of stick to the side of the Vitamix. So it's all blended up, and once that was done, I added the scoops of my preferred protein powder. Right now I use JJ Virgin a lot, but KOS has a great vegan chocolate one. There's also other options. Here's where I modify it based on if I'm looking for a low carb smoothie bowl or a higher carb smoothie bowl. At this point in time, I add one of two things. I either add powdered peanuts. So this is it's kind of a defatted organic peanut flour. This is from Trader Joe's. It's whole foods base. It's just peanuts that have been kind of defatted, and it's the powder. Or, so this is for a low carb. You could also use just a big old scoop of nut butter if that is your preference. If I want some good healthy carbs, this is when I mix in some berries. I like this berry mix from Trader Joe's, but that's just because there's one right down the street. Any type of fruit at this point would be a great addition to your smoothie bowl. I love using smoothie bowls to help me meet my macronutrient goals for the day. it's kind of a hodgepodge. I very rarely follow a very structured recipe. I figure out what I need to meet that day's macronutrient goal, and I put it all together in a bowl. So my toppings vary based on those goals as well. I hope this was helpful. I hope that you find that it's okay to test out different vegetables within maybe meals and snacks that you wouldn't necessarily think to bring them in. Have a great day.